Hey guys, it's Chris Mitchell here with ClerkHound, and today I'm going to show you about an exciting new feature called Scheduler up here in the taskbar. Now Scheduler is an optional add-on for ClerkHound. You may not see it in your taskbar if you don't need scheduling events or scheduling appointments, but we've added this really cool feature for a lot of our clients that have asked for it, and I'm super excited to show it to you today. Let's talk about a couple of ways that you can create events in the Scheduler. I'm going to go ahead and start by a service ticket. So I'm going to create a new service ticket. And I'm going to do the normal, usual thing. I'm going to select the customer. And I'm just going to go ahead and see what we've got here. I've got a 1957 Chevy. He brought that in. Let's just add some color. Oh yeah, powder blue, baby. Let's talk about the statement of work. He wants to replace his original 1957 Chevy with a Bluetooth adapter. And they make a lot of good models for that. The USA 850 is a good one. So we're just going to say replace original with Bluetooth. And I'm going to go ahead and select my technician. We're going to let Capo work on this. And we're just going to say the family. We're going to say audio installation. And let's select the components like we normally would with a service ticket. There's the USA 850 Bluetooth radio. And then we're going to go ahead and add some labor. But this is audio installation labor. And you know, your shop might be similar to ours, that you have different people that do different types of labor. And of course, they may get paid different rates. So let's say this is just going to be, let's say 1.5 hours. We're going to say that, knock that out pretty quick. And we're going to go ahead and save that. And like all things in ClerkHound, the radio is taxable. The installation labor, I've got it set as non-taxed, which is why you come up with that number. All right, so now I've got some options. I can set our due date right here that will propagate on the calendar, or I can actually create a scheduled event from this. You see that new badge that popped up right there, schedule, add a schedule. And I do want to add a schedule because I may have several audio bays or several audio bays that I can pull this car in. And let's go ahead and see what happens when I do that. You're going to see that it opens up the schedule in the background. It defaults to the current day, which is Sunday, and it pulls up my 1957 Chevrolet powder blue. It's got the date, the time range, the ticket number that it's related to, who it's assigned to, the event location, and of course the service item and what work we're going to be doing on that. So let's go ahead and schedule this. The first thing I'm going to do is click the date, and obviously I'm not going to work on Sunday. I'm going to do this for Monday. And I've got a time range. Let's say we're going to do that from 9. He wants to come in from 9, and he says, oh, hey, I'll pick it up around 10:30. Okay, so we'll do that 9 to 10:30. And I'm going to assign that to Capo. Notice that it pulled Capo's name over from the service ticket. But let's say I've got an event location, but you see that I'm still on Sunday. So I've got to minimize this window to see if I've even got that time available on Monday. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to use my tab down here to scroll through. Now you can use your arrow keys, your up and down arrow keys. If you're a Mac user, you can hold down the function button and click your up and down arrow keys. But if you're a Windows user, just up and down's fine. Now you can see that John's got something scheduled, and if I can see that, okay, well, Capo's got some openings there. So let's go ahead and open this back up. And I'm going to say, okay, Capo's got his opening. We're going to say Bay 3, and then I'm going to save that. And now you'll notice that it propagates right there. If I wanted to open to see where John's was, I could say his is in Bay 2. And if I minimize that, I can open it back up, and I can cancel it or save it. Canceling it would just close it out, and it would pull it back to the service ticket. Now, if I go back to Scheduler, I can see all my events on there in the normal order that they were. So don't worry if you click schedule, if you click cancel, you did not cancel the event, you just closed the window. But let's talk about that for example. Let's say that this 1999 Ford Ranger, I need to see what's going on with that in the bay that day. So I single click it, and then if I look at it, I can see, okay, it's service ticket 13. It's a lift kit installation on a 1999 Ford Ranger. I say, okay, well, what do I need to know about that? Well, it's an open ticket. That means it hasn't been completed yet, so there's still work going on, and it's in Bay 2. If I click the minify button, I can see everything behind it. If I click that again, it pulls up all of the details, which means I can change that time. Let's say the customer calls me and says, hey, I'm not coming until 10. So you want to go ahead and change that to 10 and save that. And now it's going to move that time from 10 to 12. So you can see that right here in Bay 3, you've got an appointment scheduled from 9 to 10:30. And over here, oops, I did the minify. And over here in Bay 2, you've got an appointment scheduled from 10 to 12. So that's pretty cool. You can see where the location is. You can also see what you're working on and which service ticket it's attached to. For example, let's say your service provider opens this up and he says, okay, I've got work to involve. Well, which Bluetooth stereo do I install? He can click the service ticket and know that he's got to install the USA 850 Bluetooth radio. For example, if you've got a Pioneer sitting there, he needs to know which one needs to go in that service ticket. And this one tells him everything he needs to know. So that's one way to go ahead and create a scheduled appointment. Let's open up the scheduler again, and let's go ahead and just create one directly in the scheduler. Let's say you have a walk-in customer, as we all do, right? We all have those things that happen. Hey, I need to get this done ASAP. Maybe a customer comes in with a flat tire, or a guitar player comes in with no strings, and you got to fix it right now. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to double-click this or single-click this item, and I'm going to say repair flat tire. And let's say it's a customer that you're just doing a courtesy job. You may not even want a service ticket on that. You're just going to hook them up, and you know that it's going to be a 30-minute job. It's not on the sidewell, it is on the tread, so you can just plug this really quick, and you don't even want to record a ticket with it because you're there and you're the owner, and that is your right. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that is on Monday. No order. I don't have to put that in there. I can choose the sign person there if I want to, but since I clicked my name, it's already assigned to me. And I can just say Bay 1. Notice that ClerkHound already propagates the previous bays that I've selected, or anything that I type in there, it can pre-propagate that. So if you save a location, it will also keep it in ClerkHound. It's pretty nice. And I just want to do this. Install tire plug and repair. And that's all I have to do. So now when I reload, I can see that there it is. It's not associated with any order or any ticket. And I can see exactly the details of what I need to do. So you can actually just create a scheduled event right here in the scheduler without going through the service tickets. But here's another really cool feature in the scheduler. Let's say you wanted to know what Capo's schedule is all week. Well, you double click his name and it shows you Monday through Sunday. If you double click again, it will show you exactly what he's got scheduled for the day that you're on. So let's just go ahead and add some more events for Capo. He likes to work. He loves doing audio installations. He's my guy with that. So we'll go ahead and do Ben Bronco here. Ben's a good customer. He's coming in, and Ben's going to go ahead and we'll say he's getting he has got a 2026 Escalade. And he's going to go ahead and work on that. And let's say he's going to do a new stereo install. All right. So we're going to go audio installation. We're going to come here, and for kicks and giggles, let's just do radio. Let's just install the new thing, even though that's not what we would normally do there. But Capo is my top dog, and he's going to go ahead and he can do that in 1 hour. He's fast. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go ahead and schedule another event for him. And this time we're going to put it on Tuesday. Come down Tuesday. His day starts at 9. He likes to get cracking early. And he's going to get that done in 1 hour. He's fast. And of course, this isn't tied. It's not like you absolutely have to do that. If your employees come in and they change the time afterwards, and you need to adjust that in the hours, you certainly can. That's what's really cool about it. He's going to work in Bay 1 as well. All right, let's go ahead and say new stereo. It's got everything I need in there. So now, when I click through the week, I can see Capo's event as I propagate through the week. Or I can just click his name, and I can see all of his events through the week. So if you had multiple events out here throughout the day, it would schedule each event as you go throughout the day. It's really cool, and we're really excited about this new feature in ClerkHound because it's really going to open up a lot of possibilities of what we can do. Now, that's scheduled in a nutshell. We'll be making some updates to it as we go, and we hope you enjoy, and we look forward to hearing back from you.